Capricorn.
Hello Capricorn, this is your forecast for December 2013, and this month for you will be a little reflective. Even though it's a busy month, it's December, there's the holidays, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah, but yet again you have the sun now cruising through your 12th house, also the new moon here in this area, so there might just be that feeling that you'd like to pull back just a little bit. Okay, there's been a lot on your plate. There is still a lot of busyness around you here in areas of groups and people and network and maybe organizations trying to pull on your energies, needing you. And I still see you doing that, going out there, balancing this, but you're also balancing your partner and your partner's need this month. And versus that of the groups and organizations and whatever charities perhaps too for you. So you're doing the seesaw thing, whereas actually you really just want to kind of pull back and, pull the blanket over your head, at least in between, try to get some rest. When the sun goes through that 12th house, it's pulling back from not just these recent few weeks, but you're pulling back from the whole year. That's what the 12th house is. It has accumulated everything here throughout entire 2013. So no wonder that you just want to be a little bit by yourself, maybe spa yourself, do something that's elevating to spirit, will always, give you that charge of renewal. Now you have the new moon here this month, Capricorn, in this very same area. And you know how the new moon is when we plant our intentions for the coming year. So for you, it would be by promising yourself that each and every month you're going to have a day or two in between where it's just me time to kind of shut down and recharge your batteries. Promise me you do that, because you are always so out there and looking out for those who need you, and you are I'd like to say a perfectionist. You're goal oriented. You're always climbing, and at times you just need to rest your body and your muscles, okay? And your mind too. But we have Venus here now cruising through the first house, and this is really nice. It's the best time of the year for you females when Venus is in that rising sign. What does that mean? It means you radiate that much more with that Venusian energy. So it is a month that you are more attractive than normal, even though you're always a very attractive sign. But, and you know what they say about Capricorns, by the way, they get younger as they age. So that's something that's really good for you to know. But yeah, so Venus is here. You're going to probably project yourself in a way that is very charming and very Venusian, very beautiful. The only thing you want to be careful for this month here, Capricorn, at least after the 21st of December when Venus goes retrograde, you don't want to have any plastic surgery, no Botox. I mean, if you want to get something fixed there before New Year's, do it before the 21st. When Venus goes retrograde, we've all seen images of lips gone wrong, right? Or that kind of thing. You don't want to go there. Even down to haircut. So it's not the best time to beautify when Venus is retrograde, and it's going to be like this for many weeks to come. So get it all done prior to, and then you're good to go. Okay? Now, if you're listening to this forecast on, or in, should I say, November, the November side of it, well, pay attention to November 14th when Venus and Pluto are like this. They are conjunct. It just brings up a lot of passion. It brings up something that's very intense and important to you. Now, that could relate to naturally anything having to do with love and romance, because it is Venus involved, but it could also be money too. Venus rules that, and it is here in an aspect also to Uranus, which has to do with home and family. So there might be a situation there, a money situation that will come up, need to be discussed, or something coming in. Only you will know what it means for you. Then we have Mars still cruising through your 9th house in Virgo. Well, it just goes to show that you're really intellectually stimulated right now and speculating a whole lot. And what are you speculating about, Capricorn? Well, the ninth house is those far-fetched goals, okay? And Mars is your action, direction, your desire. And so it's looking for your horizon, which actually rules the ninth house, which is a Sagittarian house. And you know how the Sagittarius always, do their arrow, kind of looking for that target out there. So Mars has really been analyzing a whole lot about where am I heading, where can I expand, how am I going to grow from here. So you're looking for new ways, new opportunities, maybe new doors to open up to higher wisdom as well, which is also ruled by this area here. So knowledge is the third house. That's communication and day-to-day information. That's like the encyclopedia where everything is linear in knowledge. But the ninth house takes the knowledge, puts it all into that big perspective so that we can understand where we're heading and understanding the full picture of our lives. So and Mars, see, needs to know where it's going so it can burn steam in that right direction. So, it might have been a little frustrating, maybe to the point where you've not just been thinking and analyzing, which Virgo does, but it can also tend to overanalyze and overthink. So some of you might have felt like a little mentally tired there, on and off here just recently. But now Mars is coming into this beautiful trine to Venus, incorporating the sense and the feel of what it is you want to do. What is it you love to do? See, once you connect your passion, and this might be coming up here after, say, the 14th of November, those last few weeks of November coming into December, you might connect with that of which you've been looking for. Prior to this aspect of Venus, you might have felt that that horizon disappeared, and that leaves you feeling very unsettled because as a Capricorn, excuse me, can't talk. As a Capricorn, goal orientation is everything for you. You are ruled by Saturn. Saturn likes to have control, wants to have the foundation secured, so when that's not in place, it just leaves you feeling a little queasy and uneasy there. But we shall see now that action is coming back. You may hear news or you may find your path all on your own, but you will know where you're heading. So that's wonderful. And then we have Saturn still here, yes, in your house of friendships. So you might feel there's a lot of karmic stuff going on there. People coming out of the woodwork, wanting to see you, be with you, catch up with you. And Saturn is doing its best to entertain everybody. And it's expanding because, see, Saturn right now is in a beautiful, harmonious aspect to Jupiter. And Jupiter expands, right? And it's coming from your 7th house. That's one-on-one. So it's how you're relating to one-on-one, either with your significant other, your loved one, or your partner that you work with, or if it is even your friends, because they are also here in this very same aspect. So it's this one-on-one interaction right now that is just really locked in, but it's good. I don't see it draining you. Actually, it's enlivening you. So that's great. Until, see here, Jupiter went retrograde on November 7th. And so you're going to feel a slowdown in this very social time, this social expansion which you've been having here ever since, I'd say, like late spring, early summer. It's been boom, 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 boom. And right now, you're going to start feeling that Jupiter is stepping back. Not saying you won't be social, because you will be, but it won't be perhaps maybe that intense. Now, Jupiter, when she's retrograde, she's still big, beautiful, abundant, generous. We love Jupiter. And so even when she's retrograde, she can still give of her abundance and gifts, but in that case, don't expect it coming from new areas, but opportunities may arise to you or for you in these areas of either partnerships, those you work with closely, or also in the area of the 11th house, groups and organizations, your network, social network, friends. Opportunities may come through one of them. And this is, in that case, something that you planted seeds for earlier on. Okay, it may come as a result of this right now. So we'll see that take on shape and form. But Jupiter is going to be retrograde here for several months to come. So it's still in your 7th house for love and relationships and committed partnerships, and still going to be doing a whole lot of good. So let's take a look at what's going on here throughout the month. We do these also every day on the daily scopes. For those of you who are keyed in, you're already paying attention to the download files. We're going to run through them here, which we get to touch on them just a little bit. On the daily ones, we go deeper into it because we have more time. But on top of the month, we have the new moon, December 2nd. This is the area of the 12th house where I said it's important that you promise yourself to give more time to yourself, Capricorn. All right, so you're not just always out there feeding the crowds. And then on the 3rd, we have Mercury and Mars. So that could be a very important communication coming in with a male person, where I see that things may now start pointing towards that horizon we were talking about, that has to do with direction of where it is you're heading. So somehow, and this male may be found either in a group or also among friends. It's somebody you know that may come in, and so that may start the new trend. Okay, that might just be the key in the door for you. Then Mercury will move out of your sign and into Sagittarius. No, I am sorry, it's going to be moving out of Scorpio and into that of Sagittarius. So it's going to be moving into the 12th house, and it's going to join up there with the sun and the moon. It's out of that 11th house of communication with friends and groups. This is where you've been very busy chatting and sharing. And you will feel how just that spirit is going to lift up, because we love that spirit of Sagittarius. The humor of Sag is always high-spirited. Be careful though, there might be something you might be a little bit not too sure of on the 6th. So if somebody's presenting something or promising something, take it with a pinch of salt, at least on that day. Don't commit. If you can lay low at least 3 or 4 days, you will have more insight to see whether this is real or true, or if it was just a fidget of his or her imagination coming across to you. Because here on the 10th, then we have a new communication, Mercury here now with Uranus, which is going to give you a flash insight on something. Okay, at first that Neptune can be a little deceptive, or it might just be you not really trusting it, but you will know by the 10th. Then we have Uranus going direct on the 17th. So if you feel that the area of your life where Uranus has been, where it's been moving a little slow, not too much change, we get action with Uranus. Uranus is what brings the unexpected into life. And those of you who are very Uranian, you become addicted to wanting to have change, have action. And right now it's been very slow in these last 4 or 5 months. As it's been retrograde, for you, that's the area of the home. So the home might have been taking your attention. So your life has turned pretty much into this everyday scenario where routine, okay? So, but you're going to feel that that routine is going to start breaking away as you liberate and free up something. And slowly but surely, day by day, throughout the rest of this month, you'll start noticing small signals that action has started to take place. But we need to give time to these big planets that are way out there, because it takes time to turn around and pick up speed and momentum, okay? So pretty much from January at least, you'll see a whole lot taking place in this area. We have the sun moving into your sign, so happy birthday there, Capricorn, December 21st. This is going to be you having the sun breaking through, traveling across your rising sign, And this is the time that you radiate and you shine really, really well when the sun of your charm, this inner radiance will come out to your surroundings. The 21st, same day, this is when Venus is going to go retrograde, as I said. So be careful there, though. No hairdos, no, facials or anything. Get it done prior to that. We have Mercury also coming into your sign here on the 24th. So now you're starting to build up a little stellium here in your first house. Good for you. And Christmas Eve here is going to feel very nice and elevated. Neptune is there, so there is this sense of Christmas spirit all around. The only thing I'd like to say for those of you out and about traveling, there might be delays, there might be frustrations, whether it's, at the airports or train stations or on the freeways. It could be weather. This is because we get Mars and Uranus opposed to one another. And Mars gets frustrated, if somebody's holding it back when you want to get to where you want to go. While Uranus is saying, no, you got to wait here. That, just be a little careful with it. If you have to wait, well, I hope you got a book or something. But for those of you on the freeways, and I've told everybody else to, drive carefully, especially up north there on those icy roads, okay? No accidents. Then, Christmas morning, that is when all the Christmas songs are on. You got Mercury, you got Neptune. So you know what? It really sets for a beautiful, spirited Christmas here this year. Got Sun and Mercury here with Neptune. So for you, I would like to say here, it is towards the end of the month. We got some challenges as the Sun, Mercury, Mars are all going to be not living up to what we want them to do particularly. They're squaring off on Uranus. They are also here. Mars is squaring up with Pluto. So it's not going to be of the easiest energy. There might be some misunderstandings, and just try to lay low. At least you're forewarned. The others around you may not be. They might just, act upon the energies that are there. So if you can lay low a few days, this is going to pass, just so it doesn't kind of expand upon itself. Now, the year's end is ending with these energies. That means that 2014 is starting off with these very energies when the planets are just coming together as a stellium. Now, we had stelliums going on top of the year here, 2013, but they were good. They were really nice and inspiring. But these are a little different. But I will expand more upon that, both on the daily astroscopes, but also on your 2014 reading, because we're going to start off the top of the year. It's going to influence the entire year. And of course, here on our January forecast video as well, we'll be talking more about them. So I'm going to leave you with this. For you, do know now that Neptune is direct from November 13th, so that's on a move. We got Uranus now catching up with us December 17th. So when we have these outer planets with us, well, then we can start seeing more of those subtle but very important energies take on shape and form in our life. All right, Capricorn, so hey, listen to your the moon sign, rising sign, so you get a little bit more insight where these planets fall in the other house areas. Gives you a fuller picture. So have a good one, and I will see you next month. Bye now.